Hi, I'm Cadet Alice Max. Please can you tell us your name?
I'm Wing Commander Tony Wright.
Were you part of the 1260 Squadron?
I joined as a civilian instructor in 1982 and I went through my entire career up to 1995, starting as a civilian instructor, then taking on the role of a warrant officer, which was the rank in those days, the most junior rank in the Seaman NCO structure. I was commissioned in 1997 and then became the 1987, correction on that, and then became the Squadron Commander in 1991. I served as Squadron Commander until 1995 when I joined as a Wing Staff Officer, the East Midlands Wing team.
What motivated you to join the Squadron?
At the time I just loved shooting and I was a former cadet, not here, but at now it's 1403, but it was then the 303 DF Retford Squadron.
What was your most memorable time as a staff helper?
As a staff helper?
Yeah, at the 1260 Squadron.
And my most memorable time was as Squadron Commander. It's the best job in the Corps.
Can you describe a typical parade night?
Well, when you arrived as a Squadron Commander, I would arrive, I would open up the squadron, cadets would start coming in as well as staff. I would then make sure that the members of staff were briefed on anything that was of an issue that particular night, and also people like the training officer, the DAV officer, the warrant officer certainly came in to see me to have a chat about what was going on, the particular issues of the night with cadets. The cadets, as they arrived, would then have a parade, which was the parade where their name was ticked off in the register. They were told what they were going to be doing according to the programme, they were told the kit that they might require, and then after that they were dismissed and went to their various activities. At the end of the evening, we'll go with about 8 to 15 past, there was always a break. So if you can imagine that all of that was starting from about 7:45. At 8 o'clock there was a break, 8 till 10 past, and sometimes members of staff would go into the cadets. And the break, when we were down in the old house, which was at the front of this building that we're in now, that was in a very old kitchen area, but then it was, when we came in here, it moved to the parade room that you've got now, which is the old officers' mess from the TA centre.
What did you go on to do in your adult life?
Civilian, or are you talking about as in the ATC?
Both. Both, please.
Civilian, I went on to be a project manager with E.ON, and now I work for Western Power Distribution, working in the legal team, sorting out legal claims for the business. With the ATC, I went on as a Wing Staff Officer. I then became a squadron leader. I initially started with Duke of Edinburgh Award Scheme, responsible officer for the Duke of Edinburgh Award Scheme, and then eventually I became training officer responsible for policy. And I implemented several policy changes during that time from 2005 till I became Wing Commander in 2009 regarding adult structure, cadet structure, examination, all some of the things that you've got the benefit of today. In 2009, on October the 9th, I was appointed as Wing Commander and have been that ever since.
Did being an air cadet or civilian instructor influence your life?
Greatly. Everything that I do at the moment and everything that I've done before has been about training, development, particularly with young people like yourself, Alice. And I have to say that it's been a privilege not only to be a Squadron Commander, but to be working with the people that I've worked with in the ATC, and latterly since I became a Wing Commander. It's influenced my life from a civilian point of view in that it's provided me with some of those background skills that I could transfer across so that I could do teamwork, I could do personal development, I could provide public speaking, for example. I speak to cadets ranging numbers from 5 to 500. In fact, the biggest crowd has been about 2,000. So consequently, all of those things, starting from when I was a cadet, progressing through as a civilian instructor, into becoming an officer, have all helped me in my civilian life with transferable skills.
Do you still have any connection to 1260 Squadron in particular?
Yes, it's one of 31 squadrons that I have within my wing, and the cadets within that squadron are cadets numbering of 1400 within Trent Wing, which of course is part of the wider corps, which makes up the 44,000 within the Air Cadet organisation. And also the staff here are part of the 110 officers that we have, 145 senior NCOs, and the rest made up of civilian instructors, which total number about 450. I then have a full-time wing headquarters team of 3, comprising of a wing executive officer and 2 administrative assistants.
Thank you.